going on, guys? My name's RJ. I'm here at Ride Now Austin, and I want to go over real quick some of the basics on the Ranger XP 1000 Crew. So if you want to follow me real quick, we'll go take a look. So obviously starting up at the front of the vehicle, you got a couple of features right here off the bat. So obviously dual halogen headlights here are going to be a huge feature. You've got your 55 watt low beams and your 60 watt high beams for when you need to see a lot farther down the trail. Front brush guard here, it's a huge feature. Polaris always goes with a full steel, and they preset it up so that you can already add a bunch of accessories if you want to. It's got the spot down here set up for the winch. And that way you're going to be protected no matter what kind of riding you're doing. Anything that happens, you're going to be covered up front. Kind of moving around to the side here. Obviously one of the main components on any of the side-by-sides is going to be suspension. So Polaris here, they go with independent suspension, all four corners. You've got adjustable coilovers. That way you can really set your ride height, and you can change it depending on what kind of riding that you personally do. Another big feature there is going to be the dual arched A-arms down there, as well as the sway bar. Now, those are all connected up, and wheels and tires are going to be the next thing on here. So these are from Maxxis. They're one of the leading tire brands in the industry. This is a 27-inch on the front, 27 inches in the rear as well, and those are wrapped around a 14-inch cast aluminum wheel straight from the factory at Polaris. Now, kind of moving back around the vehicle. Obviously, this is the crew configuration from Polaris, and as far as the Ranger goes, that's referring to that extra seats in the back. So now you've got not only 3 seats up front, but you've also got 3 seats in the rear. So whether you're working or playing, you can take all the people with you, friends, family, whatever it is you guys are getting done. Now, coolest thing about these is in the XP 1000, you get the extra bolstered seat. They're about 30% more padded than your standard Ranger, and they are adjustable. So the coolest thing about this is no matter who's driving, you can adjust it and set it up so that they are comfortable and they have full control of the vehicle. Now obviously you can scoot it all the way up, you can scoot it back. Steering wheel here tilts up and down as well. That way I can set it exactly the way that I like it, and you can do the same thing. From here, obviously I've got full control of the vehicle. I can see all the different switches and stuff like that. One of the coolest things here is going to be this main gauge display. You've got your dual analogs set up so that you can use your tachometer on the left there, and then your speedometer there on the left. And you've also got a digital display in there that's going to show you all the important information that you need to know. Tripometer, battery voltage, all the different little things that matter on the inside of the vehicle. That's going to have your warning lights, your gear indicator, all that kind of jazz. And it's actually really easy to read, and it's got adjustable different colors. You can set it up for red, blue, whatever you fancy. So obviously, another big thing on here, I'll tilt this up so you can see a little bit better. Headlight control is going to be here on the left of the steering column. You've got your off position, low beams, which is going to be that 55 watt, or the high beams is going to be that 60 watt. Gear shifter right here, super easy to do. One of the main things that people really love about the Polaris is the way that it really clicks into each gear. It's a solid feeling. You're not having to guess if you're in high, you're not having to guess if you're in low, and that also helps with that gear indicator on the screen there that you can see. Differential lock, you've got 3 different options in this vehicle. You've got a true all-wheel drive, you've got a 2-wheel drive, or you've got the VersaTrack turf mode. And what that does is it opens up the rear differential so that you can avoid getting tire marks on your concrete, you can avoid tearing up some grass. It's a really nice feature that allows you for a little bit more versatility in what kind of stuff that you can accomplish. Now, sliding over here a little bit more, we've also got your different drive modes. So you've got work, standard, or performance. Now what those are going to do is they're going to offer you different customizations for different throttle responses. Depending on what job you're getting done today, whether you're trail riding or if you're hauling hay at the farm, you've got different modes that are going to maximize your efficiency. All right, so the other feature about the inside of the cabin is going to be all your storage space. So leading in the industry, they've got a bunch of different places to put stuff, from cup holders to glove boxes to little cubby holes to keep your stuff. You've got a ton of different options. Glove box up here, glove box down there, cubby down here, and more stuff over there for the driver specifically. The other cool thing about these seats, they lift up. So that gives you access to a whole floor area that you didn't have before. And they've even got little pre-cutouts for 5-gallon buckets. If you're on the job site and you're bringing something with you, that's exactly how they kept that in mind. Now, under here in the center, you've got a bunch of different storage of. You've got a little tray here that allows you to keep all your stuff nice and organized, as well as gives you extra easy battery access and stuff like that. Moving to the back here, same thing happens back here. You've got another flip-up seat on this side, plenty of floor room if you need to bring something with you that you don't want to lift up into the bed, another organizer tray, and that's where your battery is sitting right there. Super easy to get to, super easy to hook up. Polaris did a really good job with that. Now obviously you've got your grab bar back here, and even in the rear here, you can see that you've got plenty of leg room. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's driving, it doesn't matter who's riding passenger, you're gonna have a comfortable ride, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Moving over to the rear of the vehicle, obviously one of the main features on these is gonna be their bed. Now, a utility vehicle is nothing without functionality, and that's exactly what Polaris went for with the Ranger XP 1000. Now you can see right here is just a little lever, super easy to do. You just hit that button, the bed will lift itself. So if you're towing a bunch, if you're hauling a bunch and you just need to get it out, you got rocks, sand, dirt, whatever it is that you're hauling that day, you just literally hit that and boom, you're done. There's no unloading process here. That also gives you a lot of easy access to the rest of the motor. 999cc twin cylinder dual overhead cam provides you with a reliable and strong and performance driven motor. Now you can also see you've got the rear suspension in there. It's gonna be the same thing as up front. You've got the adjustable coilover. This is gonna be that 27-inch Maxxis wrapped on that 14-inch wheel. 1,000 pounds payload capacity for the bed, as well as a 2,500 pound towing capacity for the whole vehicle. And that's impressive. This vehicle doesn't even weigh 2,000 pounds, but it can tow a lot more than that. Automotive style tailgate here. So just like your truck, you just take one hand and you can open it just like that. It's one of the only models in the industry that is actually rated so you can actually sit on this, and it's got a 250 pound weight limit. So you can kind of just sit right there on it and it's gonna hold you up. It's got little cup holders cut out into it. All the little things, that's what Polaris pays attention to. All right guys, so that about covers the basics of the Polaris Ranger XP 1000 Crew. If you've got any more questions, feel free to come on by the shop, give us a call. I'd be happy to go more into detail with it. My name's RJ, Ride Now Austin. We'll see you guys next time.